the power to kind of vote what they need and want.
Yeah, like if there's more things in a neighborhood that they need, like some neighborhoods haven't had the streets blacktopped in forever.
Oh, it's better than this fucking tar and chip shit we get out here?
Right. Or cut and patch something that's 6 inches above the rest of the road. You know? Yeah. So it's a 1/4 mile long speed bump. You know, that type of shit. Because if they get paid the same, the state and all, whether they do a 10-foot section or they do the entire damn road.
Well, I mean,
and I'm guaranteed they're still charging
they're hourly,
for the entire damn road. But they're not doing the entire damn road. They're only doing the 10-foot patch at the end of it.
This gravel shit's been here for 3 weeks?
Yeah. They do it
normally. The tar chip? Yeah.
They normally do
September 27th, I think.
Yeah. They normally do them around...
they do them every 5 years. But either way, it's a cheap way of going about infrastructure.
No, to tell you the truth, I think the last couple of years, dude, that they've been doing it almost every year. Or every other year.
Yeah.
It's not it's not always every 5 years.
I think it's about every 5 years.
They really don't last.
I've been here a long time.
I know that. It's a lot. And I've seen them tar and chip the roads at least twice since John lives here. And he's only lived here for 5 years.
I have seen patches.
Once every 5 years.
I've seen patches throughout the time coming over here, down towards the little store down here where that little Y is. That shit is always fucking...
It was fucked up for a long time. There were serious ass potholes at that triangle for probably a good 2 years.
Yeah, well, I mean, the potholes don't go away. I mean, that's realistically the problem. Is they don't actually fix the problem. All they do is put a Band-Aid over it until
they want to charge
5 years further down the road when they decide to fucking goddamn...
They hit all the other roads and then circle back around.
Or they never fixed the original problem to begin with. It's the drain pipe, 100 yards up the road that's been steady leaking for the last 10 years. Well, let's just fix this 10-foot area of dirt at the end of it and call it good.
I love how there's 6 people out there working. And one's only working, and then the other ones are all standing around.
They're just holding shovels.
Yeah, they're leaning on them, talking and shit, and the other dude's deep in the hole.
Okay, look, all right. I'm going to touch on that, too, because they have been working on 95, between my commute to and from work in my house for,
Is that why there's so much traffic?
Fucking 3 goddamn years now. It's getting out of control. Because they're also closing the road down to 1 lane, and I don't even know what the fuck they're doing. I don't know what the hell they're doing. I can't even look this shit up on a government website and figure out what the maintenance plan is.
There is no maintenance plan.
Or not even a maintenance plan, but what the improvement plan.
Well, from what I've heard, they're adding a lane from, I believe, White Marsh to the Bel Air exit on both sides. Which means every overbridge for the back roads in Harford County has to be elongated. So that's why they're being...
Why would the bridges have to be elongated?
To allow for that extra lane to go underneath of it.
But, I mean, they already have
the
supports and trusses and everything set up and whatnot.
No,
I mean, why don't they just... pave
95.
that extra lane if that's what they want to do.
Because they don't have the room. If they paved the lane, then the shoulder would be gone. And there'd be no way for vehicles to pull over and so forth.
You're familiar with where Abingdon Road is on 95, correct? Mm-hmm. That's past the Bel Air exit.
I mean...
Why do they have cranes out there at fucking 10:30 at night?
They've also found out that the rest of the overpasses that go over top of 95 from Bel Air up to, I believe, the Susquehanna River are all from the 40s and 50s and 60s. So they are, the company, I guess they got a hell of a deal maybe from the companies for the steel and all that extended the other bridges so that they're doing them all. Eventually, in the next 10 years, all the overpasses over 95, in Harford County are going to be done. Which means a lot more fuckery with 95.
So, well, that's fucked.
For 10 years, at least.
I'm only going to be traveling that road
said it sounds good.
Subscribe!
No.
Subscribe!
Remember, if you think there is value to any sort of, content that we are throwing out there here today, remember to like, share, and
subscribe!
Hit that bell button.
Perfect. Anyway, fair enough. So, anything else on infrastructure and the fact that everything is so fucked that, we all just basically hate our lives nowadays. And your little tiny governance idea. I actually like that. Okay, wait. Let me ask you. Wait. If implemented, who do you think will be the mayor of our block?
I would go with you for first terms.
Victory!
That's what he wanted to hear. That's all he wanted to.
No, okay, but no, go on.
But afterwards, after your term, you still hold a board seat for residential life.
So he gets paid for the rest of his life, like all the other.
Well, no, there's no taxation going on at the point, so this is not a paying position.
But if the money is trickling down, and
there is no money because there are no taxes.
Yeah, we're not collecting money.
There are no taxes.
We are enforcing on what they use it for in our neighborhoods,
and it could be used to pay him.
No.
We do not collect taxes. I totally agree with this.
This has to be a kind of like a fire, a volunteer firefighter or ambulance.
Okay.
It's a project. What do you call that? You're putting me on the spot and make me have anxiety.
You just got to speak up because the microphone is not picking it up.
My bad.
Like a community guideline.
A service type of job. A community service type of job. You know what I mean? Like, the payment is in the outcome, the community. You know what I mean?
Like a non-profit organization.
Yeah.
Basically.
Like the NRA.
But for a community.
I say we have one of them too.
I was gonna say, now we're going down to.
I say we have one, NRA, committee as well.
Well, I mean,
same such board members.
Okay. No. Okay. Number one. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. All right. I don't think that it is a terrible idea in order to get these communities to band together in order to put pressure on, in particular, the local governments that, specifically handle, like, our basic infrastructure and everything, with, like, roads and shit and so on and so forth, like that. However, I also will say there is no way that we could collect money doing said thing. Which,
But it would give you a voice.
Yes. That is more or less what I'm getting at.
And
it would 100% give the, smaller, groups and communities and so on and so forth, whatnot, like, more of a, I don't necessarily want to say a political bargaining chip, but that's basically what it will